In this video, I'll show you how I gave my iPad a clear purpose and turned it into one of the most useful devices I own. Most people feel they wasted money on their iPad because it just ends up being a very expensive Netflix machine. The problem is people look at their iPad as either a bigger phone or a smaller laptop. Phones are for quick actions, laptops are for deep work. Then there's the iPad. After using it for over 12 years now, from the original iPad Air to the iPad Pro, I have come up with a simple system that completely changed the way how I use my iPad. I'm Shashank. I make videos on getting the most out of the tech you own and lifestyle content. If that sounds like your thing, consider subscribing. My iPad is where I develop my ideas, my PC is where I execute them. When I'm on my iPad, it feels like a space to think. For example, when I'm working on my YouTube videos, I'm finalizing the writing and structuring on my PC. On my iPad, I'm brainstorming, letting ideas flow in a distraction-free zone. But how exactly is the iPad creating that space? When I'm working on a project, I turn my iPad into a dedicated workspace for it. Most of the early thinking, the research, the concept and ideation happens here. I'm sure you can relate to this. We save a bunch of things as inspiration or resources we find useful across different apps and websites, but never open them. The iPad is where I go through all those useful resources. This is where the brainstorming I mentioned earlier starts. I use an app called Raindrop. It's a clean bookmark manager. All my bookmarks and saved items across all my devices and websites are saved here. It's one place for all. It's slow and immersive, so I can give it focused time. And I'm not distracted like on my phone with a bunch of notifications interrupting me. And when I want to note something, I don't go into split screen. I like to have the dedicated real estate. I just pull out my Apple Pencil, swipe from the corner and open a quick note. I can write things down to capture ideas instantly, and if I like an image, I just drag it straight to the note. Look how effortless that is. In cases where I need to save the entire article and want to mark a few important points, I swipe up diagonally to open this. I highlight areas of interest, save the entire web page, and it goes straight into my notes for easy access. This is only one of the basic things I do. I like the fact that I can do this with a small device on my couch, on my bed, or anywhere comfortable. It's not too formal, yet I'm getting a lot of work done. So how does this evolve? I'm using YouTube as an example here, but you can apply this to any focus in your life. When I'm working on a project, whether it's UX design or a YouTube video, I take all the saved inspiration from earlier and narrow it down into a mood board using an app called Millernote. So when I'm actually working, I know exactly what I'm looking for. Even while filming, the iPad is always right next to me, so I can quickly glance at references and get those clean cinematic shots. And when I'm filming A-roll like this, the iPad is right here and I use it as an external monitor. I also keep a dedicated project folder in the dock. It has all the files, documents and references related to the project. This syncs across all my devices, so no matter where I save something, it's always available. A lot of people don't know about this feature on the iPad, and I use it quite frequently. You can play background sounds like rain, ocean, balanced noise, and much more. Whether I'm working on the iPad or I have it right next to me while I'm on my PC, I like to play these sounds and it feels like a much better alternative than playing nice vibey music. It feels more suitable for focused work sessions. And outside of work, I use the iPad to read comics or manga. It feels like a much better experience than reading it on your phone. It's a larger screen, a thin device, and it feels more immersive. And of course, like everyone else, I still watch YouTube, Netflix, and all the usual stuff as well. So, if you already have an iPad, do this once. Clear out your home screen and keep only one or two things you would actually use. Then, the next time you pick up your iPad, go in with intention. Maybe the iPad is where you read and learn, or maybe it's the device you use to brainstorm ideas. It's so versatile that you can align it to whatever your needs are. The iPad isn't a waste of money, it's just misunderstood. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I have made a couple of videos on how you can get the most out of your iPhone. You can go ahead and watch that next. If this video helped you out, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel for more content like this, and I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.